If you see tears in my eyes during this video, it's the wind or the bright sun. Early it was raining today. I come out here after it stops raining, the sun comes out, dries things off a fair bit, and gets in my eyes. So the tears are from the sun and or the wind, not the fact that I have to send this knife back and I won't be able to use it anymore. Promise that's what it is. We'll call them water in my eyes. You know, there's dust because the rain didn't get all the dust. It's in my eyes. Anyways. This is a Scandi grind, but it has a very slight convex micro bevel on it, which in my opinion gives it a lot better control when you're carving. Kind of lets you do what you want to do versus, with me anyways, I tend to bite a little deep with Scandis, so I like it when there's a little bit of a bevel on there, or a micro bevel I guess you would say. With this knife you can just do the finest, tiniest little strings, literally just little strings. Or you can take deep chunks off as well. No, this is not green wood. It looks green. It's actually been sitting out here like 6-7 months. It is just yellow in the middle. I don't know what it is. It's something that fell and I cut a couple branches off of it and been using it. Again, this handle is just easy and comfortable to hold in whatever position you're holding it in, or for me, whatever position I'm holding it in. Think feathers like a dream is something you would expect like this. You just look at this knife and you expect it to be a performer, and it is. And those are just beautiful. Spine is sharp. I'm not going to do any fire today because it's really windy and I don't want it to get away from me or any kind of sparks to do anything, so and you see nice little bit of fuzz there. I realize the bark's probably harder to see on camera, so but it shreds the bark off just as well. And that's literally just rubbing off with my finger. Because when I don't do it, I actually get a lot of requests for it, so I try to remember to do it in each video now. I say a lot, you know, I mean like 4 or 5 of you guys like seeing me to make tent spikes, so spikes, stakes, you know what I mean. There we go, so spiky end. I'm just going to do a couple of various notches on this end, and on push cuts, just straight in push cuts. This thing is marvelous. And just the grind angle of this Scandi. I mean, I know that Scandi is just a certain height up, ground to a 0 edge or a near 0. I guess true Scandi would be to a 0 edge. You can actually see that micro bevel on there. It's really small, but it's just enough. There we go. Anyways, but it's just the angle, I guess you would say, of this Scandi. I don't know what that is, but it just lets it bite into wood like nobody's business. I mean, the tip is perfect for getting it and cleaning out as well. It is just... This knife is a pleasure to use. That is the best way to describe it. It is just a pleasure. Unlike my Focus. Sorry about that. So, you can do your angled ones, your square notches. Those are most of the ones that I use personally. And yes, for controlled whittling as well. Like I said, I love the way that tip just comes down. And you just get such detailed work with it. And it's actually, because it's actually got a very flat part right back here, it's good for making those broader, flatter swipes you need as well. And it's almost like taking sheets of paper off of this thing. Smooth. Not flat because the angle I was putting on it, but it's flat this way. This wood's not showing it very well, but you can see here it's kind of grainy up there. Can you see? Will my focus kick in? There we go. See, it's kind of choppy and grainy here. Let's see if I can get the light to catch on it. Very smooth there. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I really cannot say enough about how much I like this knife. This knife has easily become in my top 5 of knives I've used or owned, whatever, however you want to look at it. Knives I've handled. This one has quickly become a favorite. And it is just absolutely great. I could ramble and ramble and ramble all day, as you all know. And if you didn't know that, you know it now. I'll just let the knife work for a little bit. I know it's just some simple notch and hook. I could flatten out these corners and make them stick in a little bit better. I'm just kind of playing around. This is something I would use. I would notch and tie or hook the other end above a fire on a tripod or something like that. Get my hook here. That's just nice and easy to hang. And then in the other end of the stick, put my, not this stick because it's super skinny. Okay, so I'd probably attach this stick to the top of the tripod. And put my V-notch in this one. Sorry if I'm getting a little shaky here. It's actually pretty cold out today. And I had my gloves that I got for cold weather shooting, and they're just these bright yellow gloves, and they just kind of mess with the way things look. They're giving my focus even more issues than it normally has, so I left them off for the moment. But oh, there I went and took the tip of it off, but you guys get the idea. There you go. Maybe salvage it a little bit. Pot hanger on this end. Tie that up on my tripod and just let those hang. It's hard to hang without any weight on it, but and at the angle I'm holding the camera, it looks real funny. Anyways, finish them out a little bit if I was actually going to use them, but I just kind of wanted to show a different use other than my tent spikes. Just wanted to show you guys the sheath really quick. This is not the sheath that comes with the knife. I made this mistake once before and I reviewed a knife and it had an aftermarket or another sheath that it fit in, obviously, but it wasn't the one that came with it. So I want to clarify, this is not the one that comes with it. It does come with a nice leather sheath, I believe, from LT, but this one is a Wolf Customs sheath. And let me tell you, it fits this knife perfectly. You can see it's got a little bit of the wet forming up here, and I mean it actually looks like the front of the knife. Knife locks right in there. Gorgeous sheath. The stitching is incredible on this. It looks good. It is solid. It looks like sinew. Someone watching this that knows what Justin uses to do the stitching, let me know, but that's what it looks like to me. And knife just goes in and out wonderfully. There is a brass dangler hook that makes it a dangler. I just don't have it with me today because I like this one just rides perfectly on my belt. So just wanted to show that to you and point out this time that this doesn't come with it. You can order these separately though. A couple of closing thoughts about this knife. One, love the blade shape. Excellent blade shape. Just this thing does wonders in wood. This is one of my favorite whittling or carving knives or notching knives that I have used, period. Crafting, whatever you want to call it. I've done a lot with this knife. I've had it for a little bit now. Thank you again to Joe over at Farrell Woodcraft. And thank you to LT for making such a wonderfully designed knife. Again, kudos, congratulations. The handle is one of the best handles I have used. It fits my hand about perfectly. It's comfortable through here. There's no corners, there's no rough edges on this thing anywhere except for the spine. Spine is very sharp. And all around comfortable knife, excellent to use. I would recommend this knife to anybody. I believe the standard grind on this is Scandi. I think I've seen some in other grinds occasionally, but you can check the website, which I'll leave a link to down below, comment section. So, not in the comment section, I'll leave it in the description. There we go. If you have any questions, you can throw those in the comment section. Anyways, I highly recommend this knife. I don't want to send it back. Joe, I'm gonna send it back. I don't want to though. Wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. Read the description box first, as I put pertinent links and information in there. And I love hearing back from you guys, so feel free to comment and post down there. Also, again, just wanted to say I really like this knife. Probably gonna have to get one. Definitely, that's not a probably. Definitely gonna have to get one. Anyways, thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and all those other good things. And remember to stay safe and be ready.